isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good time zones, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the iCast Racing Network's production of the Pist and Broke Truck Series race number 9, live right here from Richmond Raceway. And let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this 0.72 mile track is going to give us some amazing racing as always. Your track conditions, it is a little bit cloudy here tonight, but the air temperature is 76 degrees, track temperature 80 degrees, winds going southeast at 7 miles an hour. These drivers are on fixed setups with 4 tires in their pit stalls. And let me tell you what, we've got 2 green white checkers, 80% fuel. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I am Mike Taylor. Up here in the booth alongside me is our amazing color commentator, our race control, David Forch. And David, these drivers have 3 stages here today, which is laps 35 and 80, and then they're going to run it all the way out to lap 200 here today. as we get the checkered flag here on practice. David, what are we anticipating here today as these drivers get ready for qualifying?
A lot of action. We're going to be in for a nice treat here. Richmond is one of those tracks that you just hate to love or just love to love. It's difficult, it's fast, it's tight. It's one of those tracks that just delivers a door-to-door, bumper-to-bumper action, no matter if you're in a corner, a straightaway, the very small tri-oval, if you will. It's such an amazing track, one of my favorite tracks on the surface, and with the trucks, they're so fun. You can beat them, you can push them, you can do so much with these things that it's just an absolute treat. Looking at the lap times, everybody is relatively close to each other in practice here. Fastest is a 22.009, so these guys are zooming. I mean, they're just absolutely ripping around the track, and that stays really, really close up until about P11, P10. That's when you finally break into the 22.16s. So we're going to be in for some amazing battles. I've been watching the Gotch brothers. They were beating and banging for about 15-20 laps in practice. They're really comfortable with what they're doing out here, and yeah, we're in for a treat, I'm telling you.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to the Gotch brothers, Jared, he's been having a rough couple of weeks here. He's having these really strong runs, but he's just not having those finishes to prove how fast that driver is. And with that being said, while they're finishing up some qualifying here, let's go ahead and take a look here at your truck series standings here for the Piston Broke Truck Series. We got Cole McElwain. He is out front by 1 point. 1 point separates first and second here heading into race number 9. And that's Grassroots Racing teammate Jason Brantley right behind him. Then you jump back 38 points back to Brady Gotch, and then brother Jared behind him, 66 points out from your top spot. And then you've got Shane Fleming back 78 points, and everybody else they've got a long way to go. If they're wanting to have any sort of run at this championship, they're going to have to start having really good runs here. But with that being said, really good tight battle for your top 5 at the moment. Now we're still somewhat early in the season, so we still got plenty of racing left. It's just these guys, if they really want to have any sort of run at it, like I said, they're going to have to go ahead and start getting a better performance out of this. And as of right now, Tyler Daniels, he's on top of the leaderboard.
He is, yeah. And even though it is early in the season, now is the execution time. This is where you really want to continue setting yourself up for a good season if you're one of the top 5s. And this is where you really want to crack down and start focusing on how you can improve everything through each and individual race. Because at this point, if you're further back in that standings, you definitely need to execute and execute and execute. And you're at the mercy of other drivers. No matter how well you can execute, the others have to execute just as well to prevent it from happening. And yeah, that lap time right there by Tyler Daniels is not too far off his practice lap. He was P1 in practice, P1 in qualifying. So he's just absolutely reeling it out there. Closest driver that can touch him right now as far as the lap times is going to be Jason Brantley in that number 3 truck. He is just shy of him in his practice run. So right now, looks like Jason Brantley has only laid down a 22.170, putting him in 7th at this time. Now 6th, sorry. It's going to be, oh no, he just got moved to 7th as I was talking. So that timing board is not quite updated just yet, so bear with me. But yeah, he's sitting in 7th, so he's got a little bit of ground to make up. But yeah, Tyler is absolutely putting on a showcase right now in practice and qualifying. Now it's up to him to execute and stay out of all of the mayhem that Richmond produces.
Yeah, definitely trying to stay out of mayhem is definitely going to be one of the things these drivers have to be careful of. Because this track, I am on that I apologize about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm over here making changes to a couple of my folders to get things finished set up for tonight, and OBS decides it's going to close down on me. Let me go ahead and re-get you my producer eye so you know what the hell you're supposed to be looking at there.
Yeah, you know, while you're doing that, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about some of the more trouble spots of the track. Richmond is a difficult track. You're coming into the corner at a very high rate of speed, and while you may not be scrubbing too much speed, you are trying to obviously slow yourself, but you're riding that line through middle, and so when you start getting on the throttle, you really have a back end that just wants to step out. So we're going to be seeing a lot of trouble coming out of turn 2 and turn 4. We're going to be seeing a lot of slides, a lot of self spins, and well, maybe not a lot of self spins, but we're going to be seeing a lot of sliding going on, especially as the drivers get more and more aggressive out there on the throttle as tires wear off more and more. So it's going to be a very fun time for us up here in the booth and for you viewers at home.
Absolutely, and we got 19 drivers down on the track. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup for today's race. Starting on the pole, driver that number 25, it's going to be Tyler Daniels, followed by Josh Mayu to his outside. Row number 2, it's going to be Shane Fleming, joined by Cole McElwain. Row number 3, you got Seth Jackson. He'll be joined by Corey Buskirk. Row 4, Jason Brantley on the inside. To his outside, it's going to be Jared Gotch. Inside row number 5, you got the 77 of Tyler McCann and Brady Gotch in the number 5 to his outside. Row number 6, Doug Hess. He'll be on the inside. To his outside, you got the 22 of Timothy Varner. Row 7, on the inside, you got the 62 of Derek Brown. He'll be joined by Cody Brownlee in that number 34 machine. Inside row number 8, you got Kevin the Vulture Page. He'll be joined by Chris Melton. Inside row number 9, you got Kenneth Passmore and Reed Sanders. And rounding out our field in that number 75, it's going to be Michael Ware. And let me tell you what, we're getting ready to go green flag racing this time by here at Richmond. The first stage running to lap number 35, ladies and gentlemen. Sit down, buckle up, because the Pist Broke Truck Series is going green right here on the iCast Racing Network. As Fred pulls off our pace truck out of turn number 4, green flag is in the air. Daniels, Josh Mayu will bring the field quick to the green flag as these drivers will head down into turn number 1 here for the very first time. That outside lane with that number 25 of Daniels, he's getting a really good run out there. And here comes Shane Fleming. He's now battling it out on the inside for that second position of trying to get away from Cole McElwain. But McElwain using that outside momentum to make a run out of turn 4. Not able to fully get him clear, but that outside lane possibly will work for McElwain as they exit turn number 2, which it will, and that'll put Cole back up into that second position. Right now, Singh, go for it. Go for it. Oh, caution. You got to go to work, David. All right, that 62 machine, he is turned around back here in turns 1 and 2. We're going to take a quick look and see what happened here to Derek Brown, as it looks like the Vulture, he was involved here as well. Just heading down here into turn number 1. Oh, the 60. Yeah, the 62 there of Derek Brown. He got loose heading down into the corner. And that's about all she wrote there as they hit the brakes. And just around he goes. I think there's a good possibility that he was checking up from the trucks in front of him. Because if you watch those two trucks there in front of him, getting down to the corner, they kind of like hit the brakes hard right there. And I think he just hit the brakes even harder because he wasn't sure what was happening. And that just let that truck get around on him there. So definitely very unfortunate there. But we are only working lap number 5 now. So he's going to come down, get some repairs. Alrighty, so Derek Brown back out on track. Kevin Page, he's also back out on track now. Alrighty, so our race control, he ended up giving it a crash. Yep, nothing I could do. I'm just a broadcaster.
I look away for a minute, and now we're under caution.
Yeah, absolutely, you did. And unfortunately, Derek Brown, he checked up a little too much due to two trucks checking up heavy into the corner here. Let me go ahead and show you one last time.
Oh, I was watching the broadcast, but I am more than happy to take another look at it.
Yep, so heading down, the two trucks in front of him checked up. He got harder onto the brakes and just spun it around.
Yeah, nowhere to go for, what is that, the number 87 there? Yeah, just unfortunate.
62.
You know, these trucks are riding the
87. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate part of the short track environment. You know, the trucks are always on the line, so you do.
Oh, it sounds like we lost him again as they're making their way through turns 1 and 2, or I'm sorry, 3 and 4, back here to begin lap number 9 here at Richmond Raceway. Cole McElwain's up here in that second position still. Tyler Daniels, he is out front here dominating so far. We're going to drop back here to Tyler and Brady Gotch as they're starting to get themselves a little bit closer. And those are the two drivers right there that David said that he's going to be watching as those Gotch brothers, because they were running hard in practice, as we have major issues in the back. As we are still green flag racing. Let's come back here and take a look, see what happened. Yeah, nothing happened. I don't know what my... Oh, I think it's my turn to crash. No?
I sure hope not. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm looking through the field here as we're watching the number 4 of Reed Sanders try to make a move on the inside of the number 49 of Christopher Melton. So far, can't quite make anything happen. Up in the field, though, these guys are going side by side for 6. Ooh, 3's around. Oh, what a beautiful save. Oh, into the wall by Chase for Chase and Brantley. What a beautiful save, not making that worse than what it could have been for him, but that was close. And it was the same thing that I was talking about earlier. Throttle up, coming out of the corner, it just gets a little bit loose. And there it is.
Yep. Oh boy, we are filled with issues tonight. Holy crap.
I know. Yeah, my whole computer froze, and then it did. Your computer ran into a problem, and I went, great.
All right, guys, we're going to step away here for a quick couple commercial break. And when we get back, we'll get back to the racing action right here on the iCast Racing Network. So please stand by.
There might be some rain coming through. We expect rain soon. Rain is close. The session has been declared wet. No sign of this rain stopping.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Piston Broke Truck Series, right here on the iCast Racing Network. Again, I'm Mike Taylor up here in the booth alongside me, my good friend, my sidekick, or maybe I'm the sidekick. I haven't figured that one out just yet, ladies and gentlemen. But either way, we are back here at Richmond as we got some good racing going on right now. It looks like that 99 of Corey Buskirk, he's trying to work around the outside of Doug Hess, but he was able, Doug Hess, there he goes. He was able to fight back on the inside. And things happened real quick here. When we left you, it was only about 3 or 4 laps ago. So you guys didn't really miss anything too terrible, but Cole McElwain, he was able to muscle his way around Tyler Daniels for the race lead. So he's going to lead that number 8 out of turn number 4 as we got 14 laps to go here in stage number 1.
Yeah, it's been exciting in terms of side-by-side, bumper-to-bumper battles, but beyond that, not much being missed out there. The number 10, while we were dealing with that technical difficulty, he had spent some time with Brady Gosh and Douglas Hess and Corey Bushkirk there from P6 to P9. They were side-by-side, lap after lap, and the 10 was very desperately trying to make up some ground. And so far, he's been able to do that. He's up to P6. Right on the back bumper of the number 9 of Jared Gosh for the 5th position. So Seth Jackson, his eyes are forward, his gears are optimized, and he is absolutely shredding out there, trying to get up to Cole McElwain in the number 8 machine, who's currently our race leader, by just under a second. So Daniel's still holding on strong. I mean, these guys, they are wrestling these trucks corner by corner, and it's just a beautiful sight right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Tyler Daniels, he did start on the pole here today. You know, we got 200 total laps here, so him allowing Cole right now to just pull away a little bit, it's not really hurting him too much. It's he's not going to be able to maximize his points, you know, when it comes down to your top 5 getting the points, you know, for the stages. However, he's also figuring out his truck here early on. He's seeing what he can and can't do. And right now, he's just running his race. And I mean, Shane Fleming behind him, he's not catching him either. So they're kind of just like they're just smooth riding right now.
Yeah, you know, definitely in the early stages of the race, so you want to be kind of figuring out.
Alrighty. Our little gremlins are still trying to attack us every which way. I need to fix Varner. Second here, guys. Got that taken care of. Everything's looking good for 22. Wrong button. Hey, Grim, you still with me, buddy?
I am.
Sorry for calling you by your
Nope, you're perfect.
gaming
I answer
name.
anything as long as I... No, I answer as long as I know you're talking to me. You can call me anything under the sun. Yeah, while you're working with what you're working on, I'm just looking through the field. Looks like for the most part, everybody's kind of found a rhythm and is kind of just taking corner by corner. A couple vehicles close to each other, P8, 9, and 10. That's Douglas Hess in the number 6 and 8th, Corey Bushkirk in the number 99 in 9th, and then Christopher Melton in the number 49 in 10th. These guys are just kind of bumper to bumper, kind of looking around when they can. Right now, we're looking at the 61 of Josh Mayu, who has... Oh, fuck! Oops, sorry. I didn't throw the caution. All right, give me one.
Anything and everything can happen here on the iCast Racing Network. And ladies and gentlemen, David Forch is the first person to drop the F-bomb live on air. So we're going to definitely have to get some sort of certificate out for him, as that ends our first stage here. A little bit on the later side, but hey, we get the job done here either way. The Gremlins have really set us up for failure today, but you know what? We're better than the Gremlins. We're going to overcome it. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, these drivers down on pit road, they're looking to get some fresh Goodyear Eagles put on their race trucks. As Tyler Daniels in that number 25, he's got that best line to get out. Let's see what he can do with that number 25 machine. Can he be the first one to cross that line? No, it's going to be Cole McElwain, and he's actually going to get beat out by Shane Fleming as well. So he's going to drop back to that third spot. Josh Mayo, he's going to be comfortable in that fourth position, followed by Jared Gotch, Seth Jackson, Brady Gotch, Corey Little Chubby Buskirk, Doug Hess in that number 6, and Chris Melton will round out your top 10 after this after this stage. And Chris Melton, he's only just about 30 minutes down the road from me over in Longwood. Hello, neighbor. How you doing today, Chris?
Yeah, all these technical difficulties are screwing with my rhythm here. My apologies, everybody, for the F-bomb. I missed the stage break, so I had to jump on that real quick. But we're rolling. It was only by a lap. We're good. Um, yeah, I mean that was a beautiful stop by Cole McElwain in the number 8. That was I had panned right over to him, and he got in and out in a hurry. That was beautiful. As they double up with the pace lights off, we're getting ready to go green here for stage number 2.
Absolutely, and I'm definitely gonna have to go back and I'm gonna clip that as one of our things because
Oh,
that
great.
was because just out of the blue, you're like, and where I'm like, what in the world just happened? And he dropped the F-bomb live. What is wrong with him? And they like stage break. Oh, yeah, about that.
Yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna be getting a letter from the what is it, the TV board or whatever. Green flag's out
Yep.
though. Here we go. Good jump by the number 8 of Cole McElwain. The number 97 of Shane Fleming there trying hard to build up that momentum to combat against the start there. That both position 1 and 2, Cole and Shane put out a nice little gap on the number 25 of Tyler Daniels there. Daniels got a little bit of ground to make up for, but so far he's looking good. He's closing in on 97, but a little bit of a wiggle out of the number 25 of Tyler Daniels, but he did a good job saving it. Cold tires, a lot of acceleration, dangerous moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things these drivers got to be careful, especially on exit of turn 2, is where I see it the most, under the first couple laps of green flag. Just like that with the number 30 or that 99 of Corey Buskirk there, getting a little bit loose out of turn 4, trying to get that power down, and that's very common as we have.
Ooh,
I think
trouble.
who was that?
25.
The 25 of Tyler Daniels getting loose there out of turn number 2.
Yeah, that's going to put the number 61 of Josh Mayu on his outside. Now, while Daniels does have the preferred line being on the inside, that middle to high side has momentum on exit. So while the 25 is going to make up some ground on entry and rotation through middle, that 61 is going to have the advantage of exit momentum. As you see the 25 kind of getting a little bit of headway off the number 61. But 61 is going to answer back. No, 61 with the bad momentum exit. That's going to give 25 the optimal ground there. So he's able to preserve losing more from his bobble. But he gets sideways again out of turn number 2. He's just having a difficult time keeping that truck under wraps as the number 5 now of Brady Gosh is giving the 61 some much needed competition out there on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. Brady Gotch, right now he's trying to make his way here into the top 5 by getting around Josh Mayu. As Mayu, that was a beautiful crossover, but he's not able to keep it alongside because here comes that number 10 machine, Seth Jackson. He's trying to make it work on the outside in that in the zone gaming number 10 Dodge Ram.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing out of the number 61 of Mayu, that's not going to bode well for him. He cannot hold that low line momentum. So the 10 easy enough with the pass. Took a couple turns, but no big deal. Seth Jackson now looking at the back bumper of the number 5 of Brady Gosh P5. Now Josh Mayu under fire by the number 99 of Corey Bushkirk in the 8th position there. Mayu not doing too well with his with the new tires, or maybe he didn't take tires. I didn't quite see, but yeah, he's kind of fallen back a little bit here at this
he took tires.
Stage of stage 2. I'm sorry, what was that?
Yep, everybody in the top 15 took tires.
Yeah, so he's just having a little bit of difficulty readjusting to the newer tires, I'm sure. But he's definitely a driver that you can't count out, even if he is on his way back right now. I mean, P7's not too terrible with the 19 truck field, but we're likely to see him back in the top 5 later when it really, really matters for that race finish.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you on that one. It takes a little bit of time here, to get back into a rhythm, especially after a caution. That's one of the characteristics about Richmond Raceway is, you get into a rhythm, a caution comes out, Well, that rhythm you were just in, you forgot how to do it, and then it takes a few laps for it to come back. So, I mean, we are working lap 17 of stage 2 now of 45 more, or out of 40 laps total for this stage. You know, he's got to really get it going, and I think the 25 just bounced off the wall up there in turn number 1 and 2.
Yeah, and you also kind of you hit it. These drivers, 25 shot in too hard as we're looking at it, I believe, here in a moment. If you can get it back up. Yeah, he just shot it in too hard into one and lost all that momentum, and now he just lost 2 positions. That allowed number 5 of Brady Gosh and the number 10 of Seth Jackson to get around him, so they are making positive ground in their regard. But yeah, I mean,
I do not have it.
And with the long green flag run, you adjust so much over the span of the start, middle, and end that you kind of find a unique rhythm to that run. So when you go in and you get fresh tires, you have to relearn pretty much the start of that run all over again, because it was such a long time in between there. And these trucks change so drastically over time that, it's almost like running a different setup on fresh tires. So these drivers are definitely having to adjust as temperatures go up and down, and grip is layered out differently throughout the track. But right now, everybody doing a good job at keeping it under check. The number 10 of Seth Jackson trying to put the number 5 of Brady Gosh under fire. So far, not able to make anything happen. We're looking here at the number 49, I believe. Yep, the 49 of Christopher Melton. Real quick, as we look at Tyler McCann, who's usually someone we talk quite a bit about. He's one of the faster drivers in the field. He's kind of mid-pack right now, sitting in position 11. The number 62, Derek Brown, we saw him spin earlier. He just made his move by. A little bit of tire spin off the 62, slowed the momentum, but still able to make that pass happen. Tyler McCann now sitting in position 13. He's not out. He might be down, but he's not out. He's one of those drivers, again, that's usually pretty fast week to week. So looking forward to see if he can get that truck under wrap. But right now, it definitely is a struggle for McCann.
Yeah, it's definitely, one of those like eye-opening things to see McCann all the way back here in 13th. After starting up in that 9th position, he's definitely struggling here at Richmond. And, every driver, they have their bad track. So, we got Cole McElwain. So far, I don't think I've seen him have a bad race. Shane Fleming, about 3 weeks ago, I saw him have a really bad race in that number 97 machine. The Gotch brothers, great races. I don't think I've seen them have bad luck at any of the other tracks. Just with Jared, either he gets wrecked out, or he makes a mistake down on pit road that costs him the opportunity for a race win. But everybody has their bad track. And I just think Richmond might be McCann's bad racetrack, and so I bet you he's waiting for today to end.
Yeah, that's entirely true. For me, I definitely have a large reservoir of those. I have a shorter list of tracks that I'm good at than anything else. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, Cole McElwain has been absolutely dominating all season long so far. I mean, he's had a few hit or misses, especially I think Bristol was one of the ones where he got victim of a bad race, which, I mean, all the drivers in the field really were. Bristol was a terrible iRacing race. A lot of technical difficulties plagued that one. But yeah, right now, McElwain out in the lead by just under 1.5 seconds. Shane Fleming trailing. Dude, these guys get into such a rhythm. I keep forgetting to keep checking the laps.
Now let me get your eyes back. There you go.
Thank you.
And yep, and we are back live. But yeah, I mean, they get into such a rhythm right now. I mean, we've gone a good, 26 laps with really good side-by-side racing across the field. And here we are almost 15. We got 15 to go in this stage, and we're about to let these guys loose for over 100 laps, I believe. To get to the finish for that final stage. And right now, the Gotch brothers are nose to tail. But here comes Seth Jackson. He's trying to make a run on the outside. And Brady, he gets sideways up the track and back and cuts off Seth's run. So Seth probably not going to be a little too happy about that, but he's going to definitely try to resize him up here.
Yeah, and like I was talking about earlier at the top of the broadcast, I was watching the number 9 and the number 5, the Gosh brothers. They were beating and banging on each other and just absolute driving the wheels off of their ride with each other. I mean, it was a beautiful sight. These drivers know what these trucks will do when drivers get up on their bumper and, give them a tap and make different moves. So it's going to be a difficult time for the number 10 of Seth Jackson to really make this pass happen. Not saying it's not going to happen, but if anyone out there, from what I saw in practice, the 9 and the 5 know how to work Richmond to their advantage. And that's a testament on why we see them in 3rd and 4th right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I know Jared in that number 9 machine, he is looking to turn around his race season from the last 2 or 3 races now. And right now, again, he's showing why he's one of the best here in the Piston Broke Truck Series. And just give it time, guys. Just give it time. He'll be good. Just realized I'm missing a logo. Shame on me.
I know it's not Top Dog. I see it right there.
That's not the Top Dog Race Control logo. It's going to be this logo right.
Cole McElwain has gotten up to a 2.3 second lead off of Fleming. So as we hit 9 to go on stage 2, looks like he's going to be able to, as long as he doesn't get caught up in anything or be his own enemy, I think Cole's going to come out with a pretty solid first couple stages today, and then it'll just come down to pit road to see where he kicks off the final stage. And yeah, referencing from what you were saying earlier, yeah, we're going to have just around 100 laps to go, so I think we're going to be seeing our first green flag pit stops, and we're going to be seeing some action there. And this is one of the harder tracks to get down on the pit road under green flag. It's such a tight track that you really have to slow down early before you even get through the corner. And so we're going to be seeing a lot of movement, a lot of interesting and hair-raising situations happening.
Thanks.
So we're watching the number 10 try to make another move on the number 5 of Brady Gosh. Not able to make anything happen. Seth Jackson able to really look quite a bit into the open door, but doesn't really have what he needs to step through it just yet. A good job defending by the number 5. You can see him coming in at turn number 1 now, giving a little bit of room on that inside, kind of cutting down a little bit to where his truck needs to be, and just overall running a pretty good defensive run right now.
Absolutely, as we are coming to 5 laps to go in stage 2. Hint, hint, David, hint, 5.
Oh no, I'm watching. Trust me, I'm watching. I only make it once.
Now you know.
Bolded, underlined, and italicized or whatever it is. Ooh, movement. Big trouble for the number 9 there. He's able to save. But he did lose quite a bit of ground as now his brother in number 5 is looking to his outside. Able to use that high side momentum to his advantage. They're now going to go side by side into 1. We're going to see the number 9 enter a lot better, rotate a little bit better, and then on exit, we're going to see that number 5 really make things happen. As the number 25 of Tyler Daniels enters the chat, making moves on the outside of Seth Jackson and that number 10 white and blue pickup there. Coming out of turn number 4 now. 3 to go for the stage, and I'm passing the baton to you, my friend.
Absolutely, and we are getting ready. One moment here. Got it. pick up something here real quick because I just realized that my overall sound for iRacing is not all that great. Let me try to give you guys a little bit more sound here. But coming to one to go this time by. Yeah, there we go. One more lap to go here for your race leader, Cole McElwain. As he comes out of turn number 4, stage 2. He's going to sweep stages 1 and 2. Cole McElwain, Shane Fleming, he'll come home second. Brady Gotch will bring it home third. Tyler Daniels fourth. And Jared Gotch will round out your top 5 for your 5 points there. For 5 points for Cole. 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down to Jared Gotch in that 5th position. So really good run there out of McElwain, out front by just about 4 seconds before this caution came out. Will this field have anything for Cole McElwain? And that's something that we're going to have to wait and find out when we return here in just a couple of moments back here to the iCast Racing Network.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And the quality of the racing, I completely forgot.
Yeah, it's all right. It happens. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the iCast Racing Network's production of the Pist and Broke Truck Series presented by the Race Club. We are 84 laps into our 200 laps here at Richmond Raceway, and your driver out front, Cole McElwain, absolutely dominant this first for these first 2 stages. He's led quite a few laps here so far today with a whopping 48 laps so far out of the 85 now that they are working on. Your Collateral Damage Sports Network lucky dog goes to Kevin Page. He's going to get back on the lead lap if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to put all 19 drivers back in line for contention for this race win, and drivers are heading down back straightaway. We're going to go back green flag racing this time by.
Yeah, we got Tyler Daniels sitting there in 4th on the high side. He's definitely ready to rock and roll. We're hitting lap 85 out of 200, so we have more than 100 laps to go. This is where the money matters. This is where you have to execute. Rolling into the restart zone now.
Yeah, green flag is back in the air. Cole McElwain, he will take advantage, but here comes Brady Gotch in that number 5. He's now going to try to work on the inside of Shane Fleming out of turn number 2, still side by side for that 2nd position. And right now, neither driver are wanting to give up that position. As you see, Shane Fleming using that outside speed to stay there on the outside and side by side with Gotch. But Gotch, he's got that momentum on the inside. As you see that number 9 of Jared, he gets completely sideways out of turn number 2, opens up the door for Tyler Daniels in that 25 to start making his way back up through the field. but still side by side here for a second spot. Neither driver's still wanting to give up that real estate here at Richmond, and Shane Fleming, he's going to go ahead and take over that spot there for second, as we got one truck. That's the 99 of Corey Buskirk getting completely sideways. The 77 looks like he kind of got up into the wall there, and now we've got pure mayhem coming out of turn number 2, still side by side back here. For roughly about that 9th position, that 62 trying to hold off the rest of the field behind him, as we see Josh Mayo in that 61 holding strong on the inside, but Tyler McCann in that 77 trying to make it work around the middle side of this track, as you see that number 3 machine of Jason Brantley, your current points lead standing leader, is trying to make his way up through the field here in this final stage. And sure enough, he's starting to muscle his way up around, looking to get into the top 10, taking it away from Tyler McCann if possible. But McCann, he's going to shut the door as they exit turn number 2, and still side by side behind them.
Yeah, that number 77 of Tyler McCann, we were just talking about him, as he gets a little bit of a wiggle out of turn number 4. That's going to give a lot of real estate to the number 62 and the number 3. Jason Brantley now on the outside of McCann. But yeah, we talked about McCann, and I had said that, you know, he's going to be the driver that we have to continue watching, as he was having a lot of forward momentum. Lost quite a bit of it. Now he's got to regain it. He's got to just grasp at what he can to recover from that. Now he's back to position 11, 10th. Yeah, 11th as the 99 of Corey Buskirk. Now looking on the inside. That not entirely, you know, race ending for the 77. It's just kind of a hindrance. We have 108 laps to go here. These guys really not giving anybody room. I mean, beautiful racing. I love it.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for these drivers, though, when you're like, all right, I know I have a fast car or a fast truck in this case, and you're like, all right, I need to go, but problem is, you're at a short track. There's not much places for you to go. As you see McCann now working on the inside once again of Derek Brown in that 62. But the 62, he hits the outside, and McCann, he got loose. And so that kind of evened them out and allowed the 99 of Buskirk to come to their outside. As you see Brown once again hitting that outside wall.
Yeah, that number 62 is giving his everything to try and fight off the number 77 of McCann there. I don't think he's going to be able to hold him off for much longer. We're seeing a lot of lateral movement out of that number 62, and that's just going to kill a lot of momentum for him. As we see that battle still go on, but ahead of them, the number 3 of Jason Brantley just blew the door off with the number 4 of Reed Sanders there for P8. So Brantley really looking to try to make up some ground here early on in stage number 3. Tyler McCann not able to really make things happen back there. He's now having some competition from the number 99 of Corey. He's looking on the inside, unable to really make things work because of that outside momentum. Gave me eyes. We are watching the battle between the number 77 of Tyler McCann and the number 99 of Corey Buskirk. I commend, I think, what I saw there. I don't know if you guys saw what I saw, but the number 99 lost a lot of momentum on corner entry. It looked almost like he wanted to try to build up extra momentum on exit, and it kind of worked for him, but didn't quite help make things happen. Now they're single file. The number 99 currently working to chase down the number 77 as they're doing that once again going into turn number 1, the 99 on the inside of the 77, going through 1 and 2, coming out of the back straightaway. That outside momentum is not something, you see almost contact there. That outside momentum is not something you can really fight when you're on the inside. It's such a struggle to get on the throttle enough to match it that it's almost impossible to make something happen. As we look at the number 22 now, looking on the inside of the number 99, trying to take advantage of this battle, not quite able to make anything happen just yet. 22 losing a little bit of momentum on exit, trying to make things happen. Update on the front 4, they are on their own breakaway, not too far off of each other there. They are still not really battling. We are keeping an eye on them for you as we take a quick look at the top 4. Beautiful work by these drivers so far. They're giving themselves ample room, ample opportunity to continue that runaway, and that's just going to do nothing but help them for pit cycles. And if they're able to maximize and execute on their pit cycles, that's hard hit for Fleming into the wall. I don't know if that's going to be any problem for him, but that's not what you want to see if you're that team. But yeah, we're going to potentially see this breakaway staying together for the rest of the race if they're able to work together inadvertently and strategize just the right type of way.
Yeah, absolutely. And something that I want to point out that, that's not happening here in stage 3 versus what we saw in the first 2 stages is McElwain pulling away. Shane Fleming in that 97, Brady Gotch, Seth Jackson. These guys are all within just pretty much 1 second from your race leader, McElwain. At the end of that second stage, McElwain, he was up by 4 seconds over the rest of the field. But now here in stage 3, he's only just about a half second over P2 at the moment.
Yeah, and that's a double-sided coin to that, outside looking in, what does that mean? Was the number 8 of Cole McElwain, was he giving his all in the first couple stages, knowing that there wasn't going to be any green flag pit stops? He can kind of waste the tires or study the tires, so to speak. Or is he now conserving, or was he conserving and conserving more? That's going to be the question here is, what are we going to see from the number 8 late in this race? Are we going to see him now stay real close to the cars behind him and let them burn their tires out, and then he's just going to stay at his own pace and kind of preserve his tires as much as he can? Or are the other drivers stepping it up now? As we're now looking at the timing tower, Fleming almost a second back off of McElwain, so maybe McElwain was kind of hanging back, or these drivers were giving it their all to try to catch up, and now we're seeing them fall off.
Yeah, I mean, that's very possible. Here, McElwain probably is saving his equipment because he knows the way that this race has gone on so far. I mean, we've only had 1 caution. 2? No, one caution for incident. So he already knows that there's a possibility that we can, knock on wood, might not see another caution here today. And so he's trying to save his stuff. Whereas these 3 behind him know that, McElwain is fast and they're racing as hard as they can at right now, for that second position. Well, they just used up all their equipment racing hard. So, I mean, it could be really going either way at the moment. As you see, they are putting Kevin Page down 1 lap. So your recipient of the Lucky Dog last time around, under last caution, he's going back another lap down in that Dodge Ram. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of stuff could be happening. And talk about things happening. Here comes that 49 of Chris Melton out of Longwood, Florida. He's starting to make a run here on that number 3, Jason Brantley. No, I think Jason Brantley's getting around Melton, actually.
The number 49 of Christopher Melton lost a lot of momentum on corner exit there coming out of 4. He slid his back tires, and that allowed the number 3 to capitalize on that and get back into position. I believe the number 49 was making a move on the 3.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, regardless, that Lexington, South
Whoa.
Carolina driver, he is absolutely on a roll. Let me tell you what, your point standings leader.
The number 9 of Jared Gosh almost just rear-ended the number 87 of Kevin Page on exit. That's going to cost Jared Gosh, who's sitting P7, a lot of real estate off of the back bumper of Christopher Melton in that number 49 truck. That was a good job not making that worse, but that was worse timing to have that momentum carry you up. And the 3 just got into the wall, allowing the number 49 of Christopher Melton to move to his inside now, trying to make a battle for 5th position. Coming out of turn 4, let's see if it's a repeat. 49 better on the throttle.
Nope.
Coming out of turn 4 through the tri-oval, unable to make a move to happen this time around. That outside momentum, man, you can't fight against it. It's almost like being shot out of a cannon. You know, you just can build so much on exit.
Yeah, I thought I saw the 49 get a little bit sideways their last time out of 4, so that probably didn't help. I think he stepped out just like a little bit, but it was enough to allow Brantley to get back around him. But, you know, I want to come back to Brantley for a second. He's your points leader, okay? And no, he's second. I forgot. I know that they're separated by 1 point. Let's take a quick look. Ta-da! So McElwain, he is out for your points leader. Sorry about that, McElwain. You can hurt me later.
Cycle is here. 34
already. Yep, Cody Brown-Lee, he's down on pit road. Douglas Hess, Tyler Daniels, they're all coming down already. You know, but this is another reason why we're seeing Jason Brantley so strong. You know, he was back in the field for the first 2 stages, and now he's starting to climb his way up here. He is currently sitting in that 5th position, you know, and he's just really learning to muscle his way around this track as he's under attack once again from Melton.
Yeah, Christopher Melton
he gave it to
get
him.
a lot of momentum and just wasn't able to make it happen on his own. That's one thing I like about the number 3 of Jason Brantley, giving him a little bit of a hat nod. He's one of the most respectful drivers I've ever seen out there. I mean, he's right up there in the points, and he just queued up and said, go get him to the number 49. So he realized that while the battle was fun, it was hard. The 49 just consistently kept eating away that gap between them. And if it wasn't for the outside momentum, the 49 would have passed him long ago. So out of respect, Jason Brantley yielded the position, and now he's going to focus on his pit cycle. And that's smart, that's respectful, and I got a lot of love and respect for that number 3 right now.
Yeah, I deal with Jason Brantley, you know, every single race. Well, every 3 races, I should say, as, you know, he is actually the one who's flipping the bill for this broadcast. So I do want to give a huge shout out to Jason Brantley and that number 3, and we want to definitely send our thanks out to him so much, you know, for allowing us.
5 trouble.
The 10
They got real tight. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. No, you're good.
They got real slow with each other, so I was like, that might be something.
Yeah, that is something. As Melton, he just passed Seth Jackson for that 3rd position. Melton, he is on a roll right now. He's definitely starting to reel in everybody here with 76 laps to go here at Richmond. But anyway, back to Jason. You know, thank you, Jason, so much for making this possible here on the iCast Racing Network. And, you know, giving us a place, well, not to, you know, toot off of you guys, but giving us a place to broadcast some amazing racing and allowing us, you know, into everybody's homes that are watching this. So thank you so much to that number 3, and much love to you, as he is actually now trying to work on the inside of Brady and Seth Jackson, you know, trying to move up into your top 4, as they are thinking about going 3 wide, but they'll go ahead and back it out.
Yeah, that's number 10. Whoa. Got real tight for the number 3 there, Jason Brantley. Good job backing out of it. Good job by the drivers behind not to make that any bigger. But yeah, that number 5 and that Brady Gosh, 87 is coming into pits. Yeah, that number 5 of Brady Gosh and the number 10 of Seth Jackson, they are fighting really tight trucks right now. You can see it by how much they have to brake and slow down as the number 34 makes his way to try and get around, I believe, on fresher tires.
Yeah, he is definitely on fresher tires, and that right there just shows you the difference in speed versus old tires and new tires, as he is continuing to make his way around. Jared Gotch in that number 9 machine, he's ready to come down pit road for his stop, and now we are still waiting for your top 14 to come on down pit road.
So just an update while we're getting ready for everybody to come in on the pit cycles. Right now, Christopher Melton in that number 49 pickup, he is running the fastest lap out of the 2 trucks ahead of him. He is positively making ground up on these guys. And while, 97, he's going to get a penalty. He tried to make it in late, unable to make it inside the commitment cone. I believe that's going to be a black flag for the number 97 here in a few minutes. But that's good news for Christopher Melton, the number 49, because that's less real estate between him and Cole McElwain. Because McElwain right now has a huge advantage. He is able to give himself a cushion for minor mistakes on entry and and everything like that for pit. So it's kind of a benefit for Cole to be as far. 8's coming in this time by. He just called it out. But yeah, it's a good spot for the number 8 right now, having that big of a gap as we're all eyes on him. Oh, he doesn't quite get to the left of that commitment box. No penalty for
No?
the other driver that I was talking about. So maybe no penalty for Cole on this one either. I'm kind of shocked by that.
Yeah, same here, to be straight up honest with you. Because really, you're supposed to be on that left side of that orange box coming down into the pits, but this is our second driver that we've seen, do that cross down after it. So that's actually very, very interesting.
Yep, Seth Jackson now on pit road as well, the number 10. So yep, pit cycles in full effect here. Number 61 going to be coming in this time by.
Oh, Chris does it right.
Just entered.
Oh, the 61, he came down on the back stretch. Technically, what you're supposed to do.
Oh, 3 wide out of 4. Oh, contact.
Oh.
Ooh, 22 way up against that wall. Good job there. Reed Sanders backing out of it, letting the faster cars go. 4 coming in for pit this time by. Whoa, the 62 around, sliding up the track, saved it. Good job Reed Sanders getting around that one. No caution, green flag is still in the air. 62 was able to keep it on the apron. We are still green flag racing here at Richmond Raceway.
How in the world did everybody just survive that? I had no clue who to go to. So back to what I was saying, I don't know how everybody there was able to survive what we just witnessed.
Yeah, I don't know. That was good heads up by everybody involved. He spent a little bit of time sticking out on that racing surface, and everybody did a good job at staying out of there. But right now, the number 99 of Corey Buskirk getting moves done on him by the number 5. That was a very sketchy situation for a minute there. A lot of fresher tires around the number 99, and they were 2 wide, looking 3 wide, and good job getting through it. Right now, our race leader is the number 3 of Jason Brantley, with the number 99 of Bushkirk in second place. Right now, I don't believe the 3 has pitted yet, so he's still due to come in. Same for the number 99.
Yep, Vernier, Michael Ware, and Passmore, they still all need to come down. So 5 drivers left out on track, and Cole McElwain, he is currently now back up into that 5th position.
Big move by the 97 there, right up through the middle.
Holy crap.
Oh, bad spot for the number 3. Good job, everybody. Oh,
That was pure
the 97 and
chaos.
62. Yeah, they're getting really close here. These guys are battling hard. And if you're wondering,
And the 62
hold on.
isn't even for position.
No, they are.
No, they're not. Derek Brown is one lap down.
Oh, yeah. What the hell happened to my timing there? Yeah, you are right. That's not even for position. The 62 just going hard for no reason whatsoever. If you
It's
ask me.
fun. It's fun.
It is, but almost contacting who might cycle back to be one of the top 5. Questionable. Fun, but
Questionable. Okay.
Yeah, that was some exciting action. But if you're the 97 of Shane Fleming, you're asking why?
Because it's fun.
Yeah, I'm not arguing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It is. No, I'm not arguing with that because it is a lot of fun. Just being out there on the track, it's its own type of enjoyment for anyone who enjoys it. But I'm not dogging on Derek Brown at all as he makes another move to the inside of Fleming, trying to make things happen. We're looking through the field here, looking at the number 49 of Christopher Melton, who was our fastest truck out there right before pit cycles. He was able to kind of stretch it out. He's currently sitting P8, doing a good job out there right now, kind of balancing the field. Looking at my track map here, everybody is everywhere. That's the best I can give you.
And there it is right there.
There's hardly...
Oh, let me hide this.
You see it there on the top right, behind the logos now, no longer behind the logos. They're just kind of everywhere. I mean, P1 is up, exiting 2. P2 is coming into 1. P3 is just coming through the tri-oval, now into the corner entry. 4 just same spot. 5 evenly back. 6 evenly back. And I don't even know where 7th is. These guys have a lot of real estate to work on as they work to bounce
right there.
back from the pit cycle. There he is. Yep. And the number 5 of chilling out, trying to make something happen as the closest car to Brantley is Bushkirk in just under 7 seconds back, Ware just under 11 seconds back in 3rd. Then we have our fresh tires. They're quickly closing in on this group. 13.5 seconds and really closing. McElwain is not taking any prisoners today, so he is working hard and working fast to get there. Not saying he's using all of his tires, but he definitely is not lingering right now.
Well, he definitely needs to really take care of his stuff, and hitting the outside wall like that is not going to help him at all. Your top 3, they still need to come down pit road. So after pit cycle, he will still be your race leader, but if he's out there smacking the wall like that, it is not going to do him any good.
Yeah, I mean, we have 52 to go. We're definitely going to be seeing another green flag stop, I think, just by gauging how everything has been. I feel like we're still due for a final stop, and if we're not, that's even better for the number 8. But yeah, it's important for Cole right now to maximize how much real estate is behind him, how much space is it between him and the number 97 of Fleming, because once Brantley, Bushkirk, and Ware come down, McElwain is going to be back as the leader. As the 3 calls out, he's going to pit. That's going to continue our cycle as we see Ware actually was passed by the number 8, so that was a natural pass there. He's still out on the track. You see him right there up on that high side coming out of turn number 2, almost getting the wall behind the number 8 there. Brantley in the pits now, so that's going to yield or forfeit the lead to Bushkirk. Bushkirk's going to come out with a couple laps as the leader before he's got to come in there. You see him under fire by the number 4 of Reed Sanders, not for position, just for track. 99 now coming into pit road. You see him making that hard dive down. Good job being inside that commitment box, and into the commitment cones he goes. That's going to cycle Cole McElwain into our lead position once again. Fleming in the number 97 in second position there, 4 seconds back. Kind of hanging on strong, slowly losing a little bit of space between or losing space from McElwain there in the number 8, but not something too drastic right now. Cole could be running it a little bit harder than he wants to, or he could be perfectly conserving. So it's a point of concern for Fleming, but not necessarily a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, one thing I'm actually really surprised about is when when Cole McElwain came down pit road, Chris Melton, he was just about 3.5 seconds back behind Cole. You know, now Melton, he is now 8.3 seconds back behind McElwain. So something happened on that last pit stop that has caused this number 49 machine to lose ground. But I mean, his pit stop time is practically on mark with everybody else, but he did spend almost a full second down on pit road over your race leader. So I mean, I don't know if that would really, you know, cost him, you know, what was it, 4 seconds on track, pretty much.
I mean, it's likely. Green flag pit stops are one of the most crucial things to execute perfectly on. You can't really control your pit crew, but you can control your actual entry, middle, and exit of it. So, I mean, it could go either way. You know, 1 second on pit road could easily cost you 4 on the track, but I'm not sure how it works, how it's going to work out for this one. Because yeah, we're seeing him right now sitting in 4th place. I mean, he didn't lose too terribly much. He's only 9 seconds back. That could have also been part of, you know, getting caught up in traffic like what we're looking right now. He's on the back bumper with the number 10 at his door. These guys are fighting hard to make forward momentum. But yeah, I mean, this is a position for a battle for position here between the number 10, the 49, and the 5. So it could just be traffic slowing him down and kind of costing him a little bit of extra space.
Yeah, that number 5 machine, he almost got turned by Michael Ware in the number 75 machine. As you see, the 75 just hanging it all out of turn number 4. But right now,
the 99 actually.
Oh, the 99. I'm sorry. Sorry, Michael.
No, you were good.
Yeah, so Corey Bushkirk almost turning the 5, and he almost lost it at turn 4 that last time by. But Corey, he's got a lot of ground to make up on your entire field here. As we have a caution. Tyler Daniels
around.
Oh. Ouch.
Yeah, just an overcorrection. That's going to cost him his race.
Yeah. Right there. Let's take a look on board here. Just that movement there just absolutely destroyed that race truck.
Yeah, tough luck for the number 25 of Tyler Daniels. He was doing a stellar job today. He just climbed out of his ride and walked back to the hauler. He's going to go cool down and evaluate how today went and hopefully apply some notes to next week. Right now, truck's on pit road, getting service done. We are just over or just under 40 laps to go here. So we are getting ready to see one heck of a showdown. These drivers are really going to get ready. We may see 5 or 10 laps of conservation, and then once we get going, it's going to be go time.
And definitely going to be very interesting here, as I believe Corey Busker, he was your Lucky Dog recipient, I believe. But it also might be Derek Brown in the 62. So I'm just waiting for confirmation from the automatic race control to let us know who's got it. So this changes the whole complexion. We have come into just about 35 laps to go here at Richmond. And Cole McElwain, he's got everybody on his tail as Michael Ware. He was your Lucky Dog recipient in that number 75. Okay, maybe it was Derek Brown. I don't know. No. So, sorry guys, give me a second. Scrappy, go. I know, but he's up underneath my chair and. Of what?
Green flag is out. A decent jump there by the number 8 of Cole McElwain. 97 of Shane Fleming. We've been seeing these two all day long on the restarts, trying to see who can come out on top. Right now, it's going to be the number 8 of Cole
Yeah,
McElwain.
I need help.
He's
Give me
going to
a high
be
five.
our leader going
Beautiful.
into turn number 3. The
I'm
number
good, thank
97
you.
of Shane Fleming currently has the number 5 of Brady Gosh on his inside, but the 5 gets loose on exit out of 4. That's going to cost him a lot of real estate there. Now his brother in the number 9 of Jared Gosh on his outside. That's going to give the position to the 97 of Shane Fleming, the 49, who is now sliding just into the wall. Caution is out. Caution is out. What a restart.
That is not what Chris Melton needed in that number 49 machine. Really, really good day, just gone a little bit sour. But luckily, we still got 30 laps to go here at Richmond, so he still has enough time to turn it around and make something happen. But let's go back and just take a quick glimpse here and see what happened on exit of turn 4. Or I'm sorry, turn 2. He just lost it getting up on throttle. Hits that outside wall. He's going to come down, get repairs done, and possibly get a new set of shoes for that race truck. And he's going to go out and do it all over again. He's definitely able to make it all the way from here on race fuel. So, and that was a bad call from race control, putting that on the 49. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I think that was a bad call from the race official of David Forge. You know, Casper definitely got into the back bumper of the 49 there out of turn 2. No. David.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, Casper has been disqualified from the event, and so the EOL was given to Christopher Melton for just kind of being there.
I don't think that was the right call. No.
Well, that's because it was a left call.
You know, no eyes for you now.
No, unfortunately, even though he did claim it, he was at fault since it was a self spin. I'm kind of on the edge, honestly, just kind of being vulnerable to the viewers and anyone who is, you know, part of the league or anything like that. I'm kind of uncomfortable giving an EOL to a self spin who claimed it. They're already punished, but
Right.
you know, rules are rules. So yeah, as much as I think that there should be leniency, unfortunately, technical standards, we did have to do that. But for
this
some
whole entire
reason right
restart
now,
is. Yeah, good call at waving it off. Nobody was in line there.
yeah, for some reason, give me 1 second.
Yep, no problem. The pace truck back out in front here. Extend it by 1 lap here just to make sure everybody is in the correct order that they need to be in. All right, lights should be off on the iRacing.com pace truck once again. Got Shane Fleming. He needs to get up to the side of that 8 machine.
All right, we are going to.
Alrighty. And the green flag is back out here at Richmond. Cole McElwain out with a quick early jump there. As you see, Brady Gotch now in that number 5, making it work on the inside of Shane Fleming. And Jared Gotch, he's also now trying to attack on the inside. Not able to get down there, but the 5, he was not able to clear Fleming as of now. And here comes Jason Brantley. He's making his way back up into the top 5. We're looking to go 3 wide here for second place. We got caution. The 34 of Cody Brown Lee. He's facing the wrong direction here in turns 1 and 2. Let's come back here and take a look and see what happened. Just getting in a little too hot, and I couldn't get a good look, but there may have been contact. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, there was definitely contact. However, let's go back and yeah, he slid up the track right in front of the 6, and the 6 had absolutely nowhere to go on that one. Alrighty, as you see, who was that? The 62 of Derek Brown getting the wave round. He's going to be your collateral damage lucky dog recipient. If you need any overlays that you see here on the iCast Racing Network, even if it's just for a personal stream of yours, go ahead and join up in the SDK Gaming Discord and head over to the marketplace, or go to Collateral Damage Sports Network, I believe it is .com, and you can purchase the overlays there, but you will need to get a hold of him in Discord to get the overlays. $20 a pop is not a bad deal at that, so we want to thank Collateral Damage for giving us these beautiful overlays that you get to see here today, including your starting grid, your race results, and your point standings. So again, big thank you to them. Is it spilt? Is there liquid on the floor now? Yeah, he spilled some. But we're gonna go ahead and get these.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead and get these drivers lined back up into the restart zone. And we're going green flag racing once again, but this time Brady Gotcha, that number 5 machine, is outside, and his brother Jared, he's giving him one heck of a push down the front straightaway. He's gonna rocket that number 5 machine way out, or trying to rocket him out front, but that just pushed him up the corner in turns 1 and 2. And here comes Fleming. He's fighting back on that inside of the number 5. As you see McElwain starting to pull away there out of turn number 4. Brady Gotch, he's got that number 97 cleared. And now here comes the number 9. Jared Gotch, he's looking to get back on the podium after not being on podium the last 4 races here. And he's going to dive down into the inside with 20 laps to go. 19 to go at the line, and Jared Gotch, he knows it's time to go as they make a little bit of contact out of turn number 4. Cole McElwain taking down the fastest lap of the race. And turn 2. Buckling it down. Caution is out. Oh, such heartbreak moment for Jared Gotch in that number 9. And laps are just winding down. He's back in that 14th position. He will be 16th when we go back green flag with that EOL that he will get for Casper taking him out of turn number 2. Let's come back here and take another look here and see what happened. He just throttled it up, and around he goes. Let's listen. Very, very unfortunate there for Jared Gotch.
Yeah, and this is just going to build even more excitement for the race finish. This is going to keep these drivers bumper to bumper, door to door, which is what Richmond is really good at doing just in general. You'll see, drivers like Cole McElwain in the number 8 drive away and just dominate. But for the most of the field, everybody stays nice and tight. And right now, it's go time. They don't have to worry about saving tires, fuel, nothing. These drivers are ready to rock and roll and absolutely do what they can to come out on top. Right now, we are getting ready to rack them back up. Cole McElwain has been a dominant force today here at Richmond Raceway, leading majority of the laps other than pit cycles. He's been our stage winner, I believe, twice in a row today. They are now getting ready to double up. Jared Gosh in the Brady Gosh in the number 5. Ready to rock and roll there on the outside in second position. Shane Fleming in the number 97 is going to be third. He's been a dominant force as well all day. He's been the one to keep on the trail of the number 8 in the early stages. Can he do it? Can he pull it off here today? Well, we are just around 15 laps to go. But someone we haven't talked about, Jason Brantley in the number 3. We talked about him a little bit. He's on the outside in position 4. Mike, let's get ready to race.
Yeah, absolutely. As we get back into the restart zone, green flag is out. The number 8 with, once again, a really good jump and a push out of Shane Fleming. Fleming, he pushes the 8 out of the way past the start-finish line. He is like, watch out, Cole. I am coming as he's... Oh, we've already got another caution out. And... was it for Jared once again? Let's find out.
Looks like the 9 just
Oh,
got 90 degrees sideways.
oh, that should not have brought out the caution.
I agree.
What? I mean, he wasn't even 90 degrees. Yeah, he wasn't even 98 degrees. No. I mean, that wasn't even, like, might have been 80 degrees.
Yeah, and there was only one vehicle behind him. You know, it's just the finicky system of iRacing, if you ask me. It shouldn't have been a caution, but it was. But these drivers are ready. They're
Is that
taking
really
it
going
in
to count
stride.
against him?
No, I'm not giving any EOL for that. I am not. That was a crap call from iRacing. Just a little bit of insider information for everybody watching. The number 97 of Shane Fleming has received a warning from race control for moving out of a line before the start-finish line.
Let's go back and take a look on that last restart.
Yeah, I mean, it was borderline and didn't really work at all out for him. But yeah, he was definitely moving down below before the line even came. So just a friendly warning to him. He owned it. He accepted it. So we're going to see a lot of fun here. Got 10 to go. We'll have just under 10 to go when we get the green, maybe 8 to go. So these drivers are pretty much in shootout mode.
Yeah, let me tell you what, though, with that 97, he had a brilliant plan until he made that move down, you know, to the inside before the start-finish line. You know, push that 8 machine out front and then drop below him into the corner. You know, that was a beautiful plan by him, but unfortunately he moved a little bit too early and that did bite him. But you know what? Hey, that was a smart call there. So it's going to be interesting to see here what Brady Gotch is going to do behind your race leader now. And Seth Jackson in that number 10 machine, he was able to get around Jason for that 4th position that last time around. So we're going to go ahead, double them up. 8 laps to go when we get back here to the start finish. All right, guys, I apologize once again deeply about that. We're actually really starting to think that it's something between SDK and iRacing. That is actually something I did not consider. So I agree with what you said. Let's uninstall, reinstall SDK, try it again, see what happens. But you guys did not really miss too much since we've gone green flag racing. But Jared Gotch, he did have some issues on this last restart as well.
Turn 3, 75, and the 99.
Give you eyes back while we're under this caution. Okay. All right. So let's go back first, take a look here and see what happened to the 99 out of turn number 2.
Check out 2. You're going to want to go back to 2. That was a whole backstretch of events.
Holy crap. Yeah, that was out of turn 4. Or I'm sorry, heading down the back straightaway. Holy craps. Oh.
Didn't even turn.
Yeah, we're not going to show that one again. And when we went back green flag, once again, that 9 machine having issues up here in turns 1 and 2. Oh, he has no back end.
Did he wreck again?
Yeah, but it didn't bring out a caution.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he's the last car on the field. Oof. I
But
don't
yeah,
know. That 9
if you
becoming
look,
a hazard.
he doesn't have a back bumper,
He
and
does now, though.
yeah, he does now.
Does he? On your end as well? Yes, he does. Okay, perfect.
He
I
does
was might
now.
have to step in
Yes.
his race control.
Yeah. So I
Yeah, it's
believe what we're
amazing.
seeing.
It's amazing that iRacing takes all that kind of stuff into account. I mean, it's noticeable on road courses, but not so much here on an oval course. You know, you lose an important part of your vehicle. You feel it.
Yeah. I got notification mark where it crashed,
He
and
towed. He towed and disconnected. He called it for the race.
hey,
I'm gonna have to go back and review the last couple laps on that one.
yes. I mean, I don't like to call drivers out, but when you forget to turn into a corner after contact, it's kind of
Yeah,
hard
I
to
wonder
ignore.
Yep.
May-
Wonder
may-
what the
maybe
story
he-
is. You know.
Maybe he stepped away because, hey, he did cause this one, and he's like, okay, maybe I need to step away and just cool my head. But I mean, we're only a couple laps here to the finish, so we're going to have a natural green-white checkered here when we go back green flag racing. So Cole McElwain, Shane Fleming into the restart zone, hopefully here for the final time here today. 2 laps to go here at Richmond. Once again, McElwain out to a decent jump here. Jason Brantley looking for that 3rd position on Brady. And now they're going to continue to run side by side out of turn number 2. Cole McElwain, he's going to almost get clear of Shane Fleming out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air.
Trouble.
3 gets turned. Oh, more trouble on the front straightaway. We have carnage here heading into turn number 1 on the final lap. Out of turn number 2, ladies and gentlemen, however, Cole McElwain, he is down here trying to give it all he's got. Shane Fleming not able to get there. Out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, another race win for Cole McElwain, followed by Shane Fleming, Brady Gotch, Seth Jackson, and Doug Hess. He is going to come home in your top 5. But ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible run out of your race winner. Cole McElwain getting a little bit of a love tap there. Cole McElwain led 144 of the 200 laps here today. So somebody's led 66 laps out there as we have a couple drivers coming across the start finish line to finish their lap here after that big mayhem down in turn number 1 or down front straightaway. And we will look at that after we do our interviews with our race winners, so that we don't have to keep everybody waiting while we do that. But before we do talk with our race leaders, wrong button. Let's go ahead and take a look here at your race results. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner leading 165 laps here today, it's going to be Cole McElwain. He's going to extend his points lead on that number 3 machine of Jason Brantley, who did finish back in that 12th position. Coming home second, it's going to be Shane Fleming, followed by Brady Gotch. Another strong finish out of Brady in that number 5 machine. 4th will go to Seth Jackson, and rounding out your top 5 is going to be Doug Hess, after starting back in that 11th position. Corey Buskirk, he'll come home 6th, followed by Cody Brown-Lee, Josh Mayu, Chris Melton fought his way back up into 9th, and then Derek Brown will round out your top 10. 11th will go to Tyler McCann, Jason Brantley 12th, 13th Reed Sanders, Timothy Werner will come home 14th, Kenneth Passmore 15th, Jared Gotch after another strong performance. He's going to have a finishing position 2 laps down in 16th, unfortunately there. Kevin Page 17th, 18th will go to Michael Ware. Tyler Daniels in the number 19. He will follow. He'll come home last after starting on the pole. We did go for a total of 200 laps. We had 5 different leaders, 8 cautions for a total of 34 laps. That actually worked for the first time. It's a miracle. Brady Gotch, again, your hard charger, up 7 positions. Cole McElwain, he led the most laps, 165. He has your fastest lap as well. And Tyler Daniels, again, he was your pole sitter in that number 25 Toyota. But man, let me tell you what an incredible race. What an incredible night of racing here at Richmond. You know, this didn't produce the racing I anticipated. I was expecting caution after caution after caution, kind of what we did get there at the end. However, ladies and gentlemen, that was probably the best Richmond race I have had in a very long time across all the networks that I am on. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, before OBS crashes again, I say let's go talk with our top 3. And we're going to do this really, really quick too. Let's go ahead and bring in your 3rd place driver of that number 5 Mobile One Bush Chevy. It's going to be Brady Gotch. Brady, it's Mike and David up in the booth. Got a copy?
I do. How you guys doing this afternoon?
Doing pretty good, my man. What an incredible run out of you. You've come home 3rd after having the Hard Charger Award, coming up 7 spots from where you started. Talk us about your race. You know, I know that you were running pretty close there with Jared, and but you were able to overcome Jared before issues started to plague his race once again. But overall, man, how was that race out there?
It was a difficult one. It's real hot where I'm at right now, and the AC is not working, so I was sweating my butt off in here trying to stay strong and get a finish at all. But yeah, the track was difficult between not burning out your right rear tire and trying to maintain your right front tire for these long runs. Pit strategy didn't go into our favor. We didn't pit soon enough. And these cautions that happened at the end made it a little bit more exciting and gave us a chance at it again. But it was a good run. I was hoping to do something when I was starting the outside of the 8, but the teammates down there, they timed out their restart perfectly together and was able to both shoot by me before the next caution happened, which I think essentially put a nail in the coffin to not win this race. But it was going to be a hard one to beat anyways. He was fast all day long.
Yeah, I don't know. Cole just, man, he just got to the front and he said, see you later. But I mean, overall, really good race out of you. David, I know you're probably dealing with some race control stuff, but you got any questions for Brady?
No, I mean, I was watching you in practice. I just want to say you and Jared were absolutely just giving each other hell out there, and it was a beautiful sight. And definitely showed in the race that you guys had been doing that. So beautiful work holding on to a podium finish there, bud. But I got no questions. Just want to give you your flowers.
Alrighty, and Brady, before we let you go, brother, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
To give a shout out to Bush Beer. It's delicious. It cools you down on a nice hot summer day. Give a shout out to Redline Motorsports, Gotch Racing, Gotch Trucking, Seth Jackson, who we were racing real hard with today, and my condolences go out to the number 3 truck, who was going to be up here on the podium, but got loose right in front of me, and there was nowhere for me to go, so that was a crap deal for him.
Yeah, definitely very unfortunate there for Jason Brantley for sure. But what a good run out of you overall. Great finish, and we will see you next week when we head to actually going into a new month already. How about that? We're going to Atlanta next week, so we'll see you in Atlanta.
Yep, we'll see you there.
There, ladies and gentlemen, driver of that Bush Mobile One Chevrolet, Brady Gotch. Let's go ahead and bring up your runner-up driver of that number 97 WeatherTech Chevrolet. It's going to be Shane Fleming in the number 97. Shane, Mike and David up in the booth. They got a copy.
I got you guys. How y'all doing?
Yeah, man, we're doing fabulous up here. All I've got to say is you were on rails today in that number 97. Started third, stayed up in the top three all day long, except when you came down for your tires under that green flag stop. But you were just on rails. And that one restart where you jumped down a little too early, got yourself a little warning there. But that was a beautiful move out of you in that 97. It was almost perfectly timed. If you stayed behind him just a little bit further, it would have been perfect. But man, what a good run overall. How was your race from inside that cockpit?
Yeah, that restart you're talking about there, I timed it perfect. I was on my teammate's bumper. I think I went before he did, and when we both shifted from second to third, I got a little loose and went below him. I knew they was probably going to give me a little bit of a warning on that. I'm just glad they didn't give me a end of line. But yeah, good race. I like this track. I like Richmond. Love running the trucks. Um, I just wish my teammate would have had like a storm come over or something, mess up his internet. But he's doing good.
Well, if it was if I was your teammate or David was your teammate, well, yeah, that would probably have been beneficial to you because iRacing crashed on me. The David's computer whole entire crap. It was a total mess today up here in the broadcast booth, but it was entertaining. And we also had our first F-bomb drop. So, I mean, it was a great day. It was a great
Hey,
day.
those things happen.
but Shane, yeah, man, just an incredible run. I mean, I don't really even know what else to really say out of it. Um, but David, take it away. Any questions? What do we got?
No, I really don't have a lot of questions. I mean, you were obviously out there giving it your all. What do you think this means for going into next week for you? Obviously, you were right up on the back bumper of Cole. Sometimes 7 seconds back, but I mean, how does this podium finish really help propel you into the following week to try to continue off of this momentum?
I think it does good. This
One.
All right, sorry about that. Just quick, brief technical difficulty. But yeah, as you were saying, how does this propel you into the following week? Since, as you said right before the crash, it's going into the chase.
Yeah, going into the chase, got a lot of good tracks for me coming up. Atlanta, Dover, Chicagoland, Martinsville, Homestead. I'm excited for it. I want to try to get a little bit more of that lead out of Cole and JB. They're doing wonderful. Um, so just trying to stay steady and hopefully get me one of these wins.
Very nice. Nope, just saying very nice, and that is all that I got, my friend. Congratulations on your second place finish.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'd like to thank my teammates real quick. JB, I'd like to thank JB Cole. Paul's not here. He's at a racetrack right now having a good time. I'd like to thank Corey and Tim. They're hanging out with us. Just been a great time. But Cole, he deserves everything he gets, man. He's really good. He's a hot shoe right now, and I'm proud to call him my teammate. You guys do a great job, and I appreciate all the things that the admins and everything does for this league. It's a great place to race, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I'll be talking to y'all hopefully.
I mean, truck felt good. I have nothing to complain about. It's a little loose coming out of two. Um, I think I was much better than everybody else getting out of two. I think that's what really helped me. Man, I don't know. Just I'm glad to be able to carry the momentum from last week. Just get another win under my belt. Hopefully it can continue. I just pushed myself a little further in the points lead now. Wasn't gonna be as big, but JB had that mishap right there coming to the white flag or whatever it was. Um, Hopefully we can just carry the momentum and pick up another one or a good finish at least next week. And yeah, there wasn't much battle up front going on, but you can't leave out some of these guys. They're pretty fast. Anybody that's running top 10's got a good chance to win. Um, Brady, Jared, they're both fast. They're both fast. JB is obviously fast. Shane's good. Um, Shane got me a little nervous there coming to the checker. Got a little run on me. Thought he was going to get me. Uh, but he raced me clean. He raced me like a teammate. So we pulled off a 1-2.
Yeah, absolutely can't be disappointed in that. David, do you got any questions for your race winner?
No, I ain't got no questions. That was a beautiful run out of you. Congratulations on your win, and looking forward to seeing what you can do in the following weeks.
And is there anybody that you would like to thank before we let you go today?
Yeah, man. Same as last week. Got to thank sponsor my truck. Got to thank JB for what he does for this league. Got to thank Mike Ware for sponsoring the series. Pist and broke. Got to thank all the admins here. Got to thank the race club. We're keeping this thing going. We're hoping it's going in the right direction. Just got to thank all these guys that show up every week, really. If it wasn't for these guys showing up, we wouldn't have this.
I couldn't agree with you more. Definitely with the whole leadership change and everything like that. I feel like you guys did not miss a single beat, and I'm excited to see what the future for the race club has, and I'm glad to be part of it for sure. But Cole, man, congratulations! A huge win for you here today. We'll see you next week.
Thank y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner driver, that number 8 machine, Cole McElwain. Let's go ahead and go back real quick, take a look and see what happened to Jason Brantley, Timothy Varner, Reed Sanders, Josh Mayu, Derek Brown, Chris Melton, Tyler McCann. I know I saw Jared get caught up in that late as well, but we're going to go back here, take a quick look here, and see what happened. My bad. I forgot to take off the mic. You're fired. Dang it.
Finally, I got rid of you.
Yep. Hey, wait a second.
Nah, I love working with you. It's been a blast every single time.
There he is. Hide. Alright, so let's go tower on it. Let's go up high. Come on, work with me here. Here we go. Yeah, you see him just get a little bit loose and just absolute pure chaos ensues down into turn number 1. We had about a good 10 trucks involved in this one. So very unfortunately for a lot of those drivers. But that's going to do it for us here today at Richmond. On behalf of everybody here at the iCast Racing Network, myself, I am Mike Taylor. Alongside me, my I guess he's my superhero and I'm the sidekick, I guess. David Forts Race Control as well with Top Dog Race Control. We want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. And until next time, always remember, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you do in life, have fun doing it. And if it's not fun, please go and make it fun. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself an awesome, beautiful, amazing, and I don't even know what else to say about it, guys. Just have a beautiful time zone, all right? We'll see you guys later.